Everybody had the Browns for some reason. Everybody was hyped up. I get it. They have an amazing defense. Their offense was doing just enough. But CJ Stroud is the best quarterback by far in that game. And when it comes to the playoffs, that's one of my simple decisions, factors that I take in making my decision, make my prediction. CJ Stroud just miles ahead of Joe Flacco. Miles. Like, franchise, top 3, top 5 quarterback in the league, Joe Flacco. And the way people were talking about Joe Flacco, I'll keep harping on this. My guy never threw for 30 touchdowns. He threw for 4,000 yards in his career once. And people were talking about him like he was one of the greats. Talking about him like he was Big Ben or Peyton or Brady or Aaron Rodgers. Or they were just putting the hyperbole around Joe Flacco was insane. Homie led the league in interceptions in his career. Like, after he was established starter, he led the league in interceptions. His best season, he had like 27 touchdowns and like 12 interceptions. That's his best season. And he had multiple seasons where he had like 18 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, or like some mediocre stuff like that as an established starter. And like I said, only threw for over 4,000 touchdowns once. So was I surprised that he threw pick sixes in the playoffs? Was I surprised that he was a turnover machine? No. That's who he is. That's probably the reason he has those low numbers, because Harbaugh knew, hey, this guy has an amazing arm, but he's a turnover machine. The way we're going to win with him is good defense, run the ball, throw the ball a little bit. That's why he never really threw over 4,000 yards, just once. He never threw over 30 touchdowns. I think the most he threw in the season was 27. Harbaugh knew. Harbaugh knew the type of player he was. Credit to Harbaugh for not putting him in a rough spot. And he still had like mediocre numbers. So I never got the notion of why people were talking about Joe Flacco like he was the second coming of Jesus Christ himself. It was just like hyperbole after hyperbole. Even this season, he was a turnover machine. He was on pace for 27 interceptions if he would have played all 18 weeks, all 17 games. Just the biggest hyperbole I've ever seen. And no, I was not surprised. Texans put 45 on the Browns. Maybe I was surprised that they put over 40. But I kind of predicted like a 30-17, 30-14 victory by the Texans. I was pretty sure the Texans were going to win, even though they had lost to them in the regular season. Playoffs is different. You need a quarterback. Better quarterbacks usually win. And I thought the gap was significant, and it showed. And to his credit, Flacco did not have like a bad first half. It kind of came crashing down afterwards, but it is what it is. People were hyping him up too much, and I knew who he was. I watched the NFL. I don't let people tell me that I saw different. I knew what I saw. They kept saying, "Oh, he practiced against Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. He played against Harrison and the guy with the curly hair, Troy Polamalu. He did all this. Like he has all these battle scars against these guys. Of course, he's not going to be frightened." My guy was on pace for 27 interceptions in a season. What do you mean? What do you mean he grew up doing that? Like, it was just crazy narrative. I'm glad that's over. I'm not hating on Joe Flacco. I was just like, I couldn't believe the narrative around him. Like, did you guys not watch the games? Did you guys not watch his career? I didn't get it.